So, good day everyone. Good day, sir. So, for our topic for today is about the region 6 Western Visayas, and we are group 8. So, Western Visayas. So, let's move on for the historical background of the region. It was created by virtue of Presidential Decree Number 1 as a part of the integrated reorganization plan of President Ferdinand Edralin Marcos. So, mao na iya ang background, historical background. So, did you know Region 6 is composed of 6 provinces, which is ang Aklan, Antique, Capiz, Iloilo, Guimaras, and Negros Occidental. So first is kanang itakol nato kung sa ang Aklan. Unsay naa sa Aklan. So no, naatay 6 provinces which is ang Aklan, Antique, Capiz, Iloilo, Guimaras, and Negros Occidental. So first itakol nato kung unsay naa sa Aklan. So ang Aklan naa siya languages or dialect na ginagamit nila sa each nga places, each nga provinces, no? So, first is Hiligaynon, ila ang storyahan or ila ang ginaspeak, which is Iloilo, Negros, Occidental, Guimaras, and Capiz. Napud Kinaraya, which is spoken in Antique, some parts of Iloilo, Capiz, and Aklan. Sa Akyanon, spoken in Aklan na siya, and Malaynon spoken ng Aklan gyapon, and Cebuano spoken in the northern part of Negros Occidental. So mo na sila ang ginagamit sa or mga language na ginagamit sa Aklan nga province. So ang Aklan pod is home of abaca and pinya fiber. So no, ang Aklan, the capital is Kalibo. Dara na or ang Kalibo day kay murag dara ang naghimo og abaca or dara ang known sa abaca og pinya fiber. And it has a total land area of 1,853 square meter or meter. So, ang Kalibo sad is the oldest province in the Philippines. Ang Aklan sila, So, and also, Jose Raz Mines was the first appointed governor silang province. So, their most prominent dialect are Akyanon, Malaynon, and Buroanganon. Muna sila, no? So, sa location, as you can see sa picture, no? Naa siya sa like middle sa Philippine map na siya sa middle. So, tara niyo makitaan. Northeastern portion of Panay bounded by makita niyo dira Sulu Sea sa northwest and Sibuyan Sea in the northeast. So, Antique on the west, then Capiz on the south. So, mo na siyang location. So, naapod sila economy, sila ang province. So, ilang major industries na sila agriculture, tourism, abaca production, pinya cloth weaving, Queen of the Philippine fabric, pot making, and Lizo Aklan or red clay. So, as you can see sa pictures, no, daragit. So, ilang production, banana, palay, number 1 grown in the province, fiber crops, coconut, rambutan, mango, and abaca. So, sa festival na sila'y Ati-Atihan Festival Kalibo Aklan. Every third Sunday of January. Revelers in colorful costumes and bodies painted black and their faces made up of grotesquely a celebration of the treaty between the Ati and Malayan tribes who settled in the island. When the Spaniards settled in the region and converted the Malays to Christian religion. The festivity was celebrated in honor of the Holy Child Santo Niño. So, as you can see no sa pictures, like ilang body gipaint nila black. For ilaad yung like culture gid nila. Sila ang festival nga awato nila nga si Santo Niño kani nilang costumes nga na jud mag-paint sila black and their faces sad na ay like kana bitang butang white mga paint nga na ay mga meaning silang gipaint sa festival. So naapod sila historical attraction which is kanina sa picture Freedom Shrine. So muna si Freedom Shrine dedicated to the 19 martyrs of Aklan who started the revolution against Spanish. Muna no. Naapod ta dere Kalintiaw Shrine sa Bataan. Once the seat of government of Raha Bindahara Kalintiaw, promulgator of the famous Code of Kalintiaw. So, once nga nahumanata sa historical attraction, mo na sila ha, kani Kalintiaw Shrine and also Freedom Shrine. So, napuntay cultural attraction which is Museo at Aklan, Kalibo. So, kani nakita niya sa pictures. May house na sa inside sa Museo at Aklan. Nasa sulod ana inside kay like there na ay mga display nga pots, mga old like shoes, pictures, no, or trophies, ano. A repository of antiques dug up in Aklan which trace the province's rich cultural and historical past. Also houses famous works of arts. And Boracay Island. So napuntay another natural attraction no which is ang Boracay Island, Malay, or gitawag na ang Boracay Island Paradise Island in the Philippines. It is a world famous island for its fine lovely palm fringe, sugar pine, white sand beaches, azure waters, coral reefs, and rare shell. Its area is 1,083 hectares consisting of 3 barangays which is Balabag, Manok-Manok, and Yapak. So naapa jud man. Natural attraction gyapon siya sa Aklan. Ignito Cave, Boronga, locally known as Elephant Cave due to its appearance. It has skylights in one of its chambers that lets in a soft glow of light in the noontime. So, no, so you can see sa pictures nice kay siya maka-attract yun siya og mga tourists or sa gusto mo bisita, no. Like tingala ka nga bali ang pagkuhan sa stone nasa taas ko na wala siya sa ubos, no. So next province is Antique. Now ang Antique is famous po sila sa Gemstone country. So ang capital niya is San Jose de Buenavista. It is one of the 3 districts of Panay before the Spanish colonizers arrived, formerly known as Hantik. They have developed their own district language called Kinaraya. So, ang Kinaraya ha, once again, ako na siyang giingon ganina, wala siya language nga ginagamit. So, as you can see, man si Gemstone country. As you can see sa pictures, no, very nice, maka-attract yung color, very light po siya. So, sa location, Middle Park yapon siya. Just elongated stretch of land is bounded by rugged mountains of Panay. Aklan in the northeast, Capiz on the east, Iloilo in the southeast, part of the China Sea of the west. So, ang Antique po na sila economy, major industry, as you can see sa pictures, agriculture and fishing. Sa products na sila copra, palay, legumes, fruits, vegetables, livestock, fish, seaweeds, coal, marble, silica, copper, and gemstone. So, sa ila pong festival, napod sila'y gitawag na Binayaran Festival. It was started in San Jose 34 years ago by the late Governor Evelio Javier, brother of the former Congressman, now Governor Ezekiel B. A week-long festival in colorful streets, parades, beach shows, plaza concerts, and beauty concerts. Binayaran, biray or sailboat in Kinaraya. So kanipod siya ang Binayaran Festival, celebrated every December 27 to 29. Sila ang province reputa siya. So once we are done to festival, let's move on to historical attraction. So siya kan sa pictures no, muna siya church. Oh, I'm sorry for sa typo sa church. Church na siya. Anini church by pagbasa na. Okay. A massive white coral building located in Poblacion Anini, south of San Jose de Buena Vista. So muna siya. In the past guys, once na-build na gid siya, nindot yun na siya white coral building ni siya karon kay nagkakuan ng panahon like di man jud man kaya tong building kay giitom-itom no because of the weather pud na part pud na, and then magkuan jud siya na ay sitaw gana ng green bitaw. So now let's go to natural attraction. So ang natural attraction sa Antique kay na sila bugtong bato waterfalls sa Tibiao. Ideal for excursion, picnics with excellent opportunities for bathing, swimming, picture taking. The first 3 waterfalls with a height up to 150 feet is accessibly. So dari daw no, if na may family bonding or trips sa inyong friends, pwede mo dari picnic or mag-swimming mo or whatever you want to do sa Bugtong Bato Waterfalls. Then other pag yun nga natural attraction na sila'y Bugang River or Pandan. Nice kina siya no. Ilang water kay maka-attract siya. It's green. Grabe ka nature. And Kaluya, a hidden gem in Antique. So now for Capiz is for the next reporter, ni Flores Mayan. Thank you.
Capiz, famously known as the seafood capital of the Philippines, owes its name to main historical interpretation. The first version linked into Akian and Capid, meaning twins, which Dato Bangkaya eldest son named his territories after his twin daughters. The second version attributes the name to the Spaniards, who upon establishing a settlement discovered an abundance of mollusks called pios or capid, which eventually evolved into Capiz. Capiz is renowned for mother of pearl shells, also called capis, widely used in crafting decorative items such as lampshades, trays, and window panels. The province is also historically significant as the birthplace of former President Manuel Rojas, one of the country's notable leaders. Aswang Festival. The Aswang Festival is celebrated annually in Capiz on October 29 and 30. It showcases the region's folklore and mythological creatures, with participants parading in airy costumes representing iconic figures such as the Kapre, Wakwak, and Tikbalang. This unique festival highlights the province's cultural identity while drawing visitors interested in local legends and spooky traditions. Historical attractions. Moro Tower. Built in 1814, the Moro Tower was constructed to defend against invading Moors and Portuguese colonizers. These square towers, measuring 7 feet wide and 10 feet high, stand as remnants of Capiz stored past. Made of black pebbles, the towers are gradually eroding, with one located atop in a hill in Sitio Nipa, Colasi, and other in Barangay Dumulog.
Guimaras, the mango country. It is an island province of the Philippines, the youngest and the smallest of the six provinces on Region 6. It is located in the Panay Gulf between the islands of Panay and the Negros, northwest of Iloilo, and it is southeast of Negros Occidental. So Guimaras has economies. So they have two economies. First is the major industries. Major industries is like the agriculture, fishing, principal agricultural crops, food crops, corn, rice, vegetables, commercial crops, coconuts, mangoes, cashew, citrus, jackfruits, bananas, and lastly is their fruit trees. So their economies has also major commercial species like shrimps, mackerel, moonfish, cavalas, round scad, anchovies, slip mounts, groupers, and sardines. So that is their economy. So next is their festivals. First festival is Manggahan sa Guimaras Festival. It is an identity festival of the province celebrated every April 16 to 20 for the sustained promotion of mango industry. Manggahan culminates in a grand showcase of cultural festival to show the world that there is more in Guimaras that is sweet, fiber, and pest-free mangoes. Next is their tourist attractions. First is Gusi Lighthouse. The Gusi Lighthouse is an 18th century lighthouse built during the Spanish colonial era. It is considered as the second oldest lighthouse in the Philippines, next to the one found in Apari, Cagayan. Next is Navalas Church. It is considered to be the oldest structure in this island. Built in 1880, Navalas Church, also known as San Isidro Labrador Church in Barangay Navalas. The municipality of Buena Vista has been the oldest seat of the Catholicism in this island and product of community labor and unity. It is made of coral rocks abundant in the area during the construction of this edifice.
Iloilo City, located on the southern shores of Panay Island, is often referred to the food basket and rice granary of Western Visayas. Its strategic. Iloilo City, located in the southern shores of Panay Island, is often referred to as the food basket rice granary of Western Visayas. Its strategic geography facing the Iloilo Strait and Guimaras Island has contributed to its prominence as center of trade and agriculture. The city lies on a flat alluvial plain, much of which was reclaimed from swampy areas through urbanization and industrialization from the late 19th century to the present. Surrounding provinces like Aklan, Antique, Pututan, and Negros Occidental also contribute to the region's agricultural productivity, ensuring Iloilo remain a key hub for food production in the Philippines. Iloilo economy thrives on agriculture as its main source of livelihood. Complemented by fishing as the second leading industry, it is home to the Southeast Asian Fisheries Development Center, which conducts vital research on milkfish and prawn spawning, and the University of the Philippines in Miagao, a national hub for marine and aquatic studies. The Iloilo Commercial Port Complex, the first island pier in the Philippines, is a multi-purpose port that facilitates both domestic and international trade. In addition to its large-scale industries, Iloilo also boasts vibrant cottage industries such as pottery, ceramics making, weaving, woodcraft, and handcrafts. As the major rice producer in the country, Iloilo plays a crucial role in supporting in the agricultural and economic needs of the region. The Dinagyang Festival is a renowned religious and cultural celebration held annually in Iloilo City. During the fourth weekend of January, the festival honors Santo Niño, Child Jesus, and commemorates the arrival of Malay settlers on Panay Island, and the subsequent purchase of the island from the Athis, known for its vibrant street performances. Dinagyang is a major draw for both locals and tourists. The Carabao Caroza Festival, celebrated every 3rd of May since 1973, highlights Iloilo's agricultural heritage. The festival features three main attractions: the Carabao Caroza Parade, the Carabao Caroza Race, and the search for the Carabao Caroza Queen, showcasing the strength and significance of the Carabao in Filipino culture. Among Iloilo's historical attractions is the Molo Church, also known as the Church of Women, due to its numerous statues of women saints adorning its pillars. This Gothic Renaissance church, made of coral rock, is located 3 kilometers from the city proper and was completed in the 19th century. The church holds historical significance as it was visited by Dr. Jose Rizal on his journey to exile in Dapitan, Mindanao.
Negros Occidental. It is the western side of Negros Island, fourth largest island in the Philippines with a total land area of 972,607. It is bounded by the Visayan Sea in the north, and also the Panay Gulf on the west, Tanay Strait, Negros Oriental Province on the east, Sulu Sea on the south. Negros is basically volcanic, making its soil ideal for agriculture. Economy. Their economy is fishing, major industry based in Cadiz City, Philippines' major sugar producer. It has substantial production of coffee, cacao, black pepper, fruits, and greens. It has large copper mine like gold, silver, molybdenum, iron, gypsum, coal, and other minerals are mined. They have also other agricultural products: rice, corn, coconuts, abaca, bananas, mangoes, and pineapples. Festivals. Mascara Festival. It gives the people of Negros as well as local foreigners, visitors a chance to drink and be merry for 20 days. Originally designed to show the hardships of the people of Negros, has become a tool of escapism and a way to generate revenues for big business. It is also celebrated during October 1 to 20. Tourist attraction. Mount Canlaon, one of the mountains found in the north-central portion of the island of Negros. It is the highest peak in central Philippines, the most dominant and attractive feature of which is the active summit crater of a volcano. Next is the revolutionary markers. Commemorate the spots where local revolutionaries fought against Spanish authorities during the Negros Revolution of 1898 and the American Force later. Our Lady of Peace and Good Voyage, a century-old church located at the heart of the city. It has distinction of being one of the very few churches of Romanesque architectural design in the region. Lastly is the ruins in Bacolod City. The mansion was built in the early 90s by the sugar baron Don Mariano de Lisman Lacson, a Portuguese from Macau. The mansion was the largest residential structure ever built at the time and had in it one of the finest furniture, chinaware, and decorative items. Four tired fronting the mansion, all brought in from abroad.